Hello, greetings, my friends. I am Gilles Mansillon. I'm an artist and spiritualist, and I come to continue to discuss this principle of the law of one. And today I thought I discussed the idea that you are the Christ. The Christ is within you, and you are that which is. There is no, there can never be any separation between the source that you are. It is just an illusion that is dissolving, and you want to see the Christ within you as you want to sit within everyone else. For now, we are asked a little bit of patience. We have to still a little bit of patience because we are developing this strength and inner light in relationship to great challenges. Like we're surrounded by darkness and very little support from the outside world. We all it is very more or less, but realize that know that the veils will fall one after the other, and when it's going to start, it's going to snowball. Then the gift of spirit will fall, and we will be able to make up for the lost time. We're going to catch up on our life, return to this amazing life that is before us. This paradise timeline is about to stop, and the destructive timeline will soon end. It is part of the process. Know that there are certain things within your power. Your destiny is within your hand. It happens one day at a time. But the collective happening of the world is utterly beyond your reach. It is the part of God's plan. So trust the plan. You can trust that you can put that in the hands of God, the plans of evolution. Yet the more you connect to this inner divinity, your love and wisdom, the more your power to affect the world will. So do not. You can be bold and audacious in relationship to your service, energetic service to the world. Continue to focalize on love, on joy, on sending good energy to all situations. For this selfishness, all the selfishness and the greed and the dark aspect of life will soon be exposed, and everything is going to be exposed. And so many people will awaken, this awakening Christ within, and this awakening Christ will take the form of contestation of all that is untrue. But for us, light workers will be way steps ahead. Will be already within the wholeness and peace. We got to offer compassion and healing and support to those who are awakening. This is our mission. For there is a major house cleaning, but we do have to do this house cleaning for ourselves. For everybody wants to be peace. Everybody wants to be at peace. Everybody wants to love. Everybody wants to be loved. Everybody wants to be whole. And so recognize that you are that. You are peace. You are at peace. You are love. You are in love, you're whole, and see that in others, no matter where they are. There is within themselves, there is those beings that are worthy of love, that are whole. There is no need for very hard work or heavy lifting or waiting. Just recognize that you are already that, and let go of the resistance of accepting that you are that. For there is, we spend a lot of time protesting within our mind the limitation that we have ourselves created. So we want to let go of that and see the inner perfection, that love that is your true nature, and that is within all being, this holiness, this sacred aspect. For you are your own maker, you are the creator, you are the power within. For you can come home right here, right now. There's no need to wait for the afterlife. You just need to know that you are love, that you are one, that you are the one, and then allow this transcendental consciousness to guide your life, to elevate you. And so, because everybody that comes down here feel alone, feel separated, feel unworthy, feel pain. You want to throw those thoughts away. It is all part of the process. Every master's been through that as well. But when we all say, well, this is the last incarnation, then I never want to come back here. And then so it's not for us to decide that. For now, we have to live here and now, to be in the present and the presence, and enjoy as much as possible, to throw away all those obstacles in order to enjoy the life. Because after this incarnation, we'll probably decide the test of physicality is too amazing. We say, well, we want to come back and experience it again. But this one life is very significant. For see yourself as the Christ. If you see yourself as the Christ and you look at yourself in the mirror, say, hello, Christ, and you will see the eyes of the Christ reflected back to you in the mirror. For For the Christ is beyond that which the beloved Joshua was. It is the energy of the teacher. It is the energy of love and compassion. And so, but if you believe that, if you recognize the Christ within you, you're not going to be struck down from God. God is not going to strike you down as you sinner. No, for we have created the religion because of power. I've created a Christ that's dead on the cross, that's inattainable, that lives in the sky or somewhere like. But its presence is within you, and always has been, always within. It's always come from the heart. And so acknowledge it only once that you are the Christ. That's enough. And know that you are that, one breath at a time. And recognize the power of a smile, the power of love. For you are the power within all things, within the trees, within the rocks, within the mountain, within the rivers, the oceans, the earth, the sun, the stars. You are that power. The proof of that power is that you are here. You could never be here in this physical presence, have this amazing body. If you were not that power of the one, it would be impossible to be here. For this year, you will know love and light. Just recognize that. It's already what you are. So just a matter of moving into acceptance and recognition of the Christ within. It's this divine light that is your true nature. For the first models of the Christ was in this galactic sector was revealed. It was early on during the Galactic War. It was the Merlin archetype, and the first unconditional love and oneness that 13 million years ago that was, and then folded. And eventually Joshua came and his mission of bestowal here on this earth. But the Christ is a universal access, and all the higher galactic families are all Christed beings. They all realize that presence of eternal love and light that is the divinity within themselves. So recognize that, accept that, see that in everybody else as well. For it will assist the world in a great, wonderful way. I'm going to pull 3 cards of the tarot. The reason why the teaching of the Christ originally say, well, do not go into tarot, into astrology, into reincarnation, into numerology. All of that is like had value because when you're very beginning on spirituality, we was addressing people that were very beginners in spirituality. This is distracting you from the here and now and the presence. For that is really what's essential. But once you realize this connection to the presence, everything is just a mirror. It is tools. The universe is a great mirror, and so you want to utilize the planet to gain power and energy, so you can heal all those aspects. You can utilize all the mirrors of life without having attachment or being distracted from this presence of the one. So I'm just expressing my thoughts and ideas here. They're tools. And so if you want a private session, you can send me an email, and I will be happy to do that on Skype or Telegram. And I thank you very much for watching. I thank you for liking, sharing, for your comments, for your donations. And do not forget to subscribe. I'm going to pull some cards first to see in a general fashion, for in spiritual fashion, the general aspect. And the general aspect is the highest wisdom, is the equitable being, is to be fair, is to be just, is to be balanced. Then I will look at professional and then sentimental. What we need to understand is peace. It's to be at peace, one breath at a time. Just recognize the peace. Just bring yourself back to peace. Let go of the dramas that are going on and return to peace. It's from the peace the freedom comes from within, and it comes from the security of love within. So, to quote Adama of Telos, my friend Adama, great priest of Telos, what we need to do is between worlds, is to understand that we are in a buffer zone. We cannot be all clear about all those things. So trust that it is a process. There is no, we recognize the Christ within, but we recognize that we have a part of us that is ignorant of certain things. God is hiding so much from us, and we're still in between world. We haven't fully awakened, but we are awakening little by little. We're getting ready for this great awakening. But until then, is to acknowledge and to realize that we're still in between worlds, and the outcome is here and now. We're going to come moving into the here and now, being from the present to the present. It is all going to be unfolding, and it's going to be the outcome of that work that we're doing now, is to reconnect to the here and now, to enjoy the here and now, to celebrate the here and now, to celebrate the living presence of God and you and all the other beings that are surrounding you. There will be a great, imagine the great freedom that will come after this awakening. For on a professional level, what we need to understand is an exchange of gift. For life is an exchange of gift. Life is a gift, and so we want to be complementary to each other and to complement each other in making this. When we're going to reconnect to the work we enjoy with the people that are in the same frequency as us, it's going to be the fluid group dynamic are going to flow. Things are going to flow into place. It's going to be great joy to go to work. So we want to find this year to determine what can bring us joy in the effort of service and work that we want to do. What we need to understand is chaos and conflict. Right now, the world is in disarray; it is in complete chaos, and so. But it needs to. It's a prerequisite to divine order that will be coming. So just be patient with this process, and that's the process of the workplace and all those things. We're going to be returning to a more integrated social program. What we need to do is going far. We're preparing to go far, to preparing for a marathon. It is. We're getting ready for the new cycle, but the new cycle will start. It's like a 1,000-mile journey, but it will start with a first step. When the first step is made, another step will be made, and it's a growing process. Every day we're rewriting, we're following our destiny. Every day we're preparing for that, and the outcome will be the tribe. We're going to connect with those tribe, the people that have similar interests. For me, the art is very much what I'm eager to return to the art world, to the creation of art, but also to the collectors and all this world of art that I feel so close to. That the meaning of my life is I've always lived and operated within this world, but it's about connecting to all those people that make you feel good, that connects to you on a soul level, and so the results through the work we're going to be connecting, making new connection to those new people that will bring us a lot of joy and happiness just to be with and work with. And then on a sentimental level, first we need to take care of the logistic, because the highest wisdom is going in circle. We want to align within. When the time comes, it will come naturally. But for now, we have to accept that we're going in circle. We're not making so much progress on that level. What we need to understand is time to leave, the time of departing. So it's like there's going to be a move. It's like we're preparing this move, and this move will move us where we need to be in order to connect romantically to the other souls that we need to connect with. What we need to do is solid foundation. We want to continue to to build the solid foundation from within ourselves. For kindness and goodness is what stabilizes. Peace is really what we continue. Love, to cultivate your own self, because the more the more integrated you are within the love within your own heart, the more you will be able to bring into any relationship. It will not only be codependency, it will be interdependency, where our wholeness will be matched by the wholeness of somebody, and the joy will be multiplied, rather than trying to feel a hole or to heal a pain by the presence of someone that can. Although we're balancing each other out when we're in a relationship, and the outcome is a new life. So the new life will be coming through relationships. But for now, we need to be a little patient. Well, I hope this resonated with you. And I'm going to finish with a song. It's a song. It's a song that was sung by I think it was U2. But we can see that Bob Dylan was part of the author of that song, and see in the text that he participated. It's a very powerful song. It's a song that it says, "Love, rescue me, for love is the power that will rescue us." There is nothing to do without love. Just recognize the presence of love is a universal presence, and be happy that you found love. For love is this eternal energy, and love is not power. Love is not commitment. Love is not nothing else but love. Love. It's just what it is. Doesn't need. It's not mind. It's not any reflection. It is not projection. It's just love. So it's really tune into that frequency of love and allow yourself to move through ever increasing octaves of love. So the song goes like this. Love, rescue me, come forth and speak to me. Raise me up and don't let me fall. No man is my enemy, my own hands imprison me. Love, rescue me. Many strangers I have met on the road to my regret. Many lost to seek to find themselves in me. They ask me to reveal the very thoughts they would conceal. love, rescue me. And the sun in the sky makes a shadow of you and I, stretching out as the sun sinks in the sea. I'm here without a name, in the palace of my shame. Said love, rescue me. In the cold mirror of a glass, I see my reflection pass. See the dark shades of what I used to be. See the purple of her eyes, the scarlet of my lies. I said, love, love, rescue me. Yea, though I walk in the valley of the shadow, yea, I will fear no evil. I have curse, thy rod and staff, they no longer comfort me. I said, love, love, rescue me. Sha-la-la, sha-la-la-la-la-la. Ah la la, sha la la, sha la 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 la, sha la la, sha la la. I said, love, love, rescue me. I said, love, climb up the mountains. Oh, I said, love. I said, love, oh my love. On the hill of the sun, I'm on the eve of the storm, and my words you must believe in. Oh, I said, love, rescue me. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah, I'm here without a name, in the palace of my shame. I said, love, rescue me. I have conquered my past, the future is here at last. I stand at the entrance to a new world I can see. The ruins to the right of me will soon have lost sight of me. Love, rescue me. Love, rescue me. Wonderful. You're rescued by love, for love is the most amazing force in the universe. It is the true essence of who everything is love in reality. It's just there is temporal distortion in relationship to love, but it is the whole point of this reality is to discover love, to return to love. The card of the day is the Page of Gabriel. It is energetic, courageous, optimist, and enthusiastic. Follow your passion. Be ready to undertake any challenge. Go into new and stimulating adventures. So be ready to move into new adventures and be open, be free to move on, to be bold, to go where no man has gone before, no woman has gone before. Expand beyond the box. Just allow yourself to continue to love and to see this love within yourself and to see the perfection within all beings. They already have this divinity, and it will uplift them, and it will protect you from any kind of drama that can. When you focus on that love, it's very difficult, and do not blame yourself if you're still going through those ups and downs of the. Stop the pendulum of duality as much as possible. Breathe and bring joy into all situations that you can. And thank you very much. Wish you a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later. Namaste.